Hi everyone. Welcome to this episode of For the Love of Cars. I'm seated in the room now. If you're a young Ugandan, we have a super exciting thing for you today. We're going to talk about why I think the Toyota Rumion should be your first car. If you have never bought a car and you're looking for a car that you want to buy, that you need to buy, I'm going to be telling you, I'm going to give you some of the reasons. If you're a business person, if you're a self-employed person, if you're employed somewhere, if you don't know what to do, you're looking for the car to also be your business, I'm going to be giving you some reasons why I think the Toyota Corolla Rumion, should be your first car. Of course, not forgetting the reliability, because this is a Corolla, and the Corolla is worldwide. So now let's talk about the Rumion, the name Rumion. Kakati, this Toyota Corolla Rumion was, it's the same in Australia, it's called the Rakas. In America and Canada bagiyita Sion XB. Now Sion XB kyatandika dde kyekimotoka twatandika dde kiraba Kampala. It's one of those ugly boxy cars. Very ugly. Now, like, the Americans have already always made ugly cars. For them, they don't really care about beauty, but for performance. Simani, I don't know what's wrong with Americans. But anyway, they have upgraded over time. But either way, so the Rumion was made from 2007, and the one I'm seated in right now is a 2010 model. It has a Valvematic engine. Now, there are other Rumions you will find that have the 1NZ engine, the 1.5 liter. So, zijja nazo zo kwa performance yenyini je wetaga in these normal cars, because the Rumion is meant to be a compact. It's a little bit bigger than the compact, because normally the compact cars between Uganda, Sienta, Ractis, Vitz, those are compact cars. And then the Rumion is a little bigger, just a little bit bigger than the normal compact cars. It's meant to be something what they call MVP, multi-purpose vehicles. Kati MVP, it's meant to be that multi-purpose MPV. Yes, MPV. It's meant to be the MPV, multi-purpose vehicles. Nti ekole ebintu ebyenjawulo. Normally multi-purpose vehicles ojazisanga nziringa ICs, Sienta, Raum. Nti MPVs ezisinga zibana nezijinga zislidinga. But this one in particular doesn't give you sliding doors. It gives you it's what they call the 5-door car. But it's a hatchback. I don't really think it's a hatchback, but yes, it's a hatchback. One thing I like about the Rumion that probably you will not find said anywhere is the roomy space. I think roomy probably says the name as well. But Rumion, when you try to look for the meaning of the word Rumion, it actually doesn't mean roomy. But this car, it gives you plenty of space. So it's meant to be a multi-purpose vehicle, a mito jigwa, so you can use it for so many other things as long as they are family related. It's not meant to be a business car. So the Rumion was adapted from the Sion XB, the Sion XB. But so that they adapt to the Japanese standards. Now I'm imagining which Japanese standards they're talking about. But now I'm thinking, because Americans and Canadians don't really make nice cars, not beautiful cars. So I think the Japanese just say, let us make it a little bit more beautiful, because the Rumion is beautiful. You get? So, and just like that, they created it. It's a Corolla, like I said, Corollas are very reliable worldwide. Now, in 2021, these guys still made the new Rumion. The new Rumion they were talking about. They were doing it. And they adopted it. Suzuki Etiga. Billboard Suzuki Etiga. So that's what it is. And I think I prefer this design of the Rumion, because the Rumion I've not seen it driven so many places. As a matter of fact, most of the Rumion cars that I see that look like the new model Rumion are actually the Suzuki. Actually, in the beginning, Sifa Yasoka Kuranga Rumion, Iranga Rumion in actual sense, I think they had the Rumion in stock. Because when you bring the other Rumion in April 2021, it's really ugly.
And then you bring this Rumion of 2010, which looks really nice, and then you compare these cars. People will definitely be buying this one. Besides, the other Rumion is more expensive, and I think that's when they switched and they brought the Suzuki Ertiga. They are all comfortable. I am impressed by the comfort this car gives me. Now, the Ertiga is being marketed all around Africa, including Uganda. Now, for the guys that want to buy zero mileage cars, you can go to Sifao and buy yourself the Ertiga. Nothing actually changes. When they remove Valvematic, they remove Valvematic for the Suzuki. You guys need to understand that Toyota has been going into partnerships with these other car manufacturers. Very soon it will be going into partnerships with Benz if they haven't already gotten it. So that's the Suzuki, how it came out to be. You'll find the one NZ, you'll find the Valvematic. I prefer you buy the Valvematic. The one I'm driving right now has a Valvematic. Yeah, I love how the dashboard is designed. It's of course it's not the kind of curvy dashboard that I normally like. It gives you the airplane mode. Like it comes, the design looks like something that comes out straight out of comic books. Remember the cars we used to draw? Angles, very straight angles are being seen to sort of these are actual angles. If you're the kind of person that likes curvy interiors, the Rumion is not for you. Straight from the dashboard, you will turn down at the center console, wagenda radio, ne wagenda the AC controls and all. It's too manly. I'm actually surprised that women drive this car. It doesn't have a feminine feel. I think the one thing I don't like about the Rumion is that it's too masculine. Everything about it. The only thing that is feminine about this car is actually the exterior. Everything inside here is too masculine. You remember now most of the cars that are coming in, the Sientas, the Raktis, most of the cars that are coming, they don't have this handbrake down here. They all have a foot. This particular one has a handbrake, and I think as a man I really appreciate it. It makes you feel like you're actually driving a car. Foot brake, they are cheating us of an experience. And of course, the other thing I don't like, there is nothing feminine about all these things. I personally, by the way, that's the thing. Now, for a person that wants to drive a small car and then continue feeling like you're driving a big car, I think the Rumion is for you. The Rumion is definitely for you. Ojja kuba ovuga motoka nga munda bw'ogituulamu owulira nga avuga emmoroka ennene, owulira nga avuga Land Cruiser, naye ng'ebweru you're driving a 1.8 liter vehicle. Okitegeera? And still it gives us the performance that we need as a country. For a Uganda one, we don't really need cars that give us the hyper performances, because we don't have all those mountainous terrains. We don't have very bad. Yes, our roads are bad, but not as bad. Not bad enough to make the Rumion stick into Rumion eyinza okulemerawo. So I find that the Rumion is one car that you can enjoy. Now, many people are asking themselves, apart from the beauty of the car outside, of course, me, I'm not convinced with the beauty inside. Why should I be buying the Corolla Rumion as my first car in Uganda? Now, the Toyota Corolla Rumion, I used to not like the pricing of the car. People used to buy it 45 million shillings, which is a lot of money. But now, it's affordable. It's affordable. People buy the Rumion at about 35 million shillings. That's the same price as the Toyota Fielder, which is a hot cake. Sometimes you can even get it lower. Now, if you're buying it at when it's used, you can even get it at 22 million shillings, 23, 24, used and in good condition. Affordable. That's one reason for you to buy a Rumion. Now, reason number two is the Corolla Rumion. If you bought it with the normal VVTi, it would be one NZ engine, very good. But then there is the magic. The Valvematic technology that comes with the Valvematic engine, which is in this 2010 model. It's something that makes you want to buy the Toyota Corolla Rumion. Yes, tenure. This car will give you about 14-15 kilometers per liter. Bobo ovuga nga toli mu town wali jamu naddala nga tovuga AC. Now for us, the people that are addicted to air conditioning, it will give you 10. Hey, and let me tell you, majority of the cars in Gojeko Vitz, apart from the Vitz, majority of the cars will give you 10 kilometers per liter if you drive AC full time. But without AC, this one will give you about 13, 14, 15 kilometers per liter. Now, if you go on the highway, it's possible it can even get to 17 kilometers per liter. Now, if you don't think that's very good efficiency, chicho no nya. Yeah? of efficiency nungi nnyo. Now if you want to experience or to see if a car is actually efficient, you need to take a full tank of fuel from time to time. Okitegeera buli wobeera ng'onywa amafuta ga mutwalo 2 ekyo tosobola kukiwulira naye moroka sooka ogiteekemu full tank, drive the tank, let it go empty and then feed it again, then you'll see how many kilometers per liter you went on the full.
Now, the other reason that you could probably want to buy the Rumion and some of these the latest cars that come in starting 2010 and above is that they have pretty much advanced safety features. For example, these cars have what they call curtain airbags. Forget about the 2 airbags, one at the driver's side and another at the passenger side. These cars have other curtain airbags. Mumpaji one walu curtain airbag in both Mumpaji one way. Chassis has this thing has a curtain airbag. So if you got involved into an accident, you'd actually have these airbags pop out. Even behind they pop out, they would keep you a little bit safer. Then the other thing that could probably you have to think about is the ABS, which has been standard. Even the Ipsums have ABS, but this one, the ABS is definitely advanced. I'm trying to think that you could not be giving us the same ABS that is in the Ipsum. But why not? So anyway, it has ABS and the airbags and I find that every time a car is big, it gives you plenty of space for you to survive. That's why I'm curious to know the survival rate of people in Pasos, because the Paso is very compact. Accident, but this one has plenty of space which will keep you safer. Now let's look at the practicability of this car. The guys that are buying it for business, there are people that buy Wish for business. Let me tell you, you can actually buy the Rumion for business. There are plenty of businesses where you can use the Rumion. Taxi, Uber, special hire. You can use it because it has plenty of room. It gives your people comfort, fuel efficiency. Omana Uber and Rumion. Now, there are people that are into tourism. This car will still work because it gives you plenty of space in the boot for the tourists to keep their stuff. Of course, now you can't take so many tourists. You can take 1, 2, 3, 4. You can take only 4 tourists and you yourself, the person who's driving them. But still, when you couple up the fuel consumption of this car with the reliability, with the comfort, the 4 tourists, then there are people that are in real estate, baloya, abaga renyovuga Benz, trust me. Tell them mango Rumion, whatever profession you have. Then there are guys that are in the medical field. And it's not meant to be an ambulance, but how many ambulances do we have in Uganda, by the way? It has plenty of room, a lot of leg room for the person that is sick. For example, pressure, stroke, this car will give you a lot of space to work with. The seats are foldable. And as long as the traffic officer stops you and you can prove to them that you know what, as long as you have the receipts, and then you can put plenty of stuff in there. So that and what it can do school runs. Probably even but those so this car is really good. You can buy a lot of them. So this guy is really practical for family guys. Katina kuzetuchaza abana nga bafira ate namwe abalina abaana abangi nga mulinga be babatuma era namwe temutambula nabo kuba baba bangi kale oba utambula ugenda pangisa kigege wali oba taxi. But if you have 2-3 kids, muchara wa atura wana abana oba basatu ne batuule mabega ate bonna ne basibe emisipi, and then you head out to the beach, you go to the village in comfort, in style. I think I've liked the comfort of this thing. I just don't like the finish. It's too manly. I still don't know why the ladies like this car. Plenty of space. Now there's plenty of space in here. If you look at the entrance, it's almost like you're getting into a Land Cruiser, right? Let me show you. If you sit in this car, you can, now this is for the tall people or for the long people, yeah, it goes all the way up to here. Now for the short people and plenty of ladies that drive there very first time, they will probably pull it up to this level. Now this is a very dangerous point of driving, but I find that so many ladies actually drive like this at this point. Not very safe, but what to do. Now this car is not very friendly for the short people because of the elevated size of the dashboard, because the dashboard is not normal. If you sat, for example, in a Ractis, you'd be at this level, and the dashboard would be the face, because that's where the seat would be. Now this one, it can go up, 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 and yes, this gives you a bit of an advantage. Yes, actually, the short people could drive this car properly. See, it goes up to that level. Now, if it's up to that level, then you have a fair advantage here. You actually push it to the rear and then push the seat a little behind. Now, let me show you behind. If you come behind this way, it has still plenty of space. See, we pushed the driver's seat all the way to the extreme end where it can go behind, and still have plenty of space for you to sit and chill, and don't forget to put on your seatbelt at all times. I like that it has almost somewhere to store a cup or a bottle for each of the passengers and the drivers. Plenty of space also here, and of course people like the Rumion. It has a lot of headspace for everyone, even the guys in the rear. Now let me show you the board. Let me just show you. Where's the button? Here. Come. Now, people like this because of the space. You could go to the beach and just sit here. This can go off. It's just that the owner of this company has a plenty of stuff here. But this is very good. You could go to the beach and chill. And then, of course, the spare tire is down there. It's not like the typical cars. Now, if you want to know the difference, this is a 2010 model. The earlier models, if you looked at the tail light here, the earlier models don't have the silver lining in here. So that's one of the differences that can help you tell the difference. The silver lining here, or what some people call it the chrome. Buying your car is a very, very important and big step. But you see, the Toyota Rumion, after all you have learned about it, makes that step easy. So getting your first car should not be that hard. Go ahead, go to the bond, buy from someone else, buy yourself a Rumion, and benefit from the many benefits it has. And don't forget the bad things I said about it also. And of course, don't be overpriced. Now, thank you very much for watching this episode. For the love of cars, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing the content. I'll see you in the next video.